Good, and then gently blink the eyes open. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart lengthens. Plant your palms, step back, and either move through a vinyasa or come straight into downward facing dog. Good. Take an inhale, lift your right foot up to the sky. Good. Exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Warrior two, spin your back foot flat, line up heel to arch alignment, and open up into warrior two. Nice. Feel that right hip hug in and underneath you. Good. And then a little tricky of a transition. Straighten out your right leg, turn your right toes in, and turn your left toes to the back of the room. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Start to square your hips forward. Bend your left knee. Take an inhale, broaden across your chest, and then humble warrior. Reach inside of that left thigh. Drop the crown of your head down. Notice again if you start to crunch the shoulders up by your ears, and see if you can feel that broadening across your chest as you breathe into the belly. Good. Nice, guys. Take one more deep breath. And then inhale, release the fingers down to the ground. Good. You're going to spin onto your back toes and step the left foot back to plank pose. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot and reach your left arm towards the sky for Vashisthasana. Good. So option for Vashisthasana, if this isn't comfortable for you, is to place this left foot in front of the right hip as an extra tool to lift that right shoulder up. Good. Take one more deep breath. And then bring that left hand down to the ground. Come back into downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, reach your left foot up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger's pose. Inhale the left foot up and back, and step the left foot forward between your hands. Walk your hands again in between your feet for Prasarita Padottanasana. Good. Take an inhale to lengthen and then an exhale to fold. And just 2 or 3 breaths here. This time you can walk your hands into this variation that Nika is showing you, hands back. And feel the crown of your head empty out here. So a lot of times we really don't give our neck the opportunity to release. We're still holding on to something in our jaw, that emotional tension. And sometimes it feels nice just to let the crown of the head fall, to really kind of loosen up around the ears, around the jaw. Nice. Take one more deep breath. Good. And then inhale, gaze forward. Come back into a high lunge at the top of your mat. So crawl your hands to the right, step back to plank pose, and move through a vinyasa. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Nicely done. Take an inhale, reach your left foot up to the sky. Exhale, left foot forward in between your hands. Back foot spins flat, warrior two. Nice. Hug that right hip in and underneath. You have heel to arch alignment here. Lift the sides of your waist, soften through the shoulders. Good. Good. And then go ahead and straighten out your left leg. Turn your left toes in and turn your right toes to the back of your mat. You're going to find that sharp angle, that 45-degree angle in your back foot. Interlace the opposite thumb on top, behind your back. Bend your right knee. Take an inhale to broaden across the chest, and then exhale, humble warrior, fold inside of your right thigh. Good, and really try to hug that outer right hip in. So instead of letting that right glute stick out, see if you can kind of work, right, those external levers to roll that right inner thigh down and bend deeper into that front knee. Using that back foot as a support to really ground you down in that back foot. Come back to that natural rhythmic cycle of breath, that deep breath in through your nose, and that long exhale out. Good. Take an inhale, and then exhale, bring your fingertips down to the floor. Good. Step back to plank pose. And you're going to roll to the outer edge of your left foot, reaching your right arm towards the sky for Vashisthasana, knowing that you can always take that other variation. Good, and all of these yogis have beautiful posture. You really want to look down at your left hand and make sure that left wrist is right underneath your left shoulder so you can broaden across the collarbones as you roll that right thigh right authentically on top of the left hip. Good, take one more breath in. And then exhale that right hand to the floor, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, the right foot rises. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, the right foot up and back. And then step the right foot forward in between your hands and walk your hands in between your feet. Good. Take an inhale to lengthen and then an exhale to fold.